what happens that just kind of like came out of nowhere that just kind of rocked the boat a little bit?
Well, one day I had an ocular migraine. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but it's like, yeah, the migraine. I got these like visuals, just like spots of color, and it kind of blocked out my vision. And we thought that we needed to go get that checked out. And along with like I lost my breath because of the pain from the migraine as well. So they were like, hey, we need to check into, your lungs and see what's going on with you. So we went to the emergency room and they did a biopsy. They said it was an emergency, that they needed to do that. And I woke up being told that I have stage 4 lung cancer.
Hey, what's up, fam, man? It's your boy Kev and
Tanya.
yeah, man, we here with another episode of Couples Connect. And man, we got a good one for you today, man.
Yes.
So lock in, tune in, it's going down. Guys, let's get into it. Man, we have in the building today, Shailaun and Seven in the building. Guys, welcome. Did I say that right, Shailaun?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm gonna just, for the rest of the time, I'm gonna just say Shy. All right.
That's
So
real
Shy,
nice.
Seven.
Great.
So welcome, guys. Welcome. How y'all doing?
Happiness, yeah.
Everything good?
Yeah.
Everything's good.
Everything
Good
is
deal.
Rolling with it
enjoying life, I would say.
as much as we
As much as we can.
Yeah.
You know,
For sure.
with challenges and whatever, just gotta make the best of what we have,
For sure, man. Well, y'all looking good.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
uh,
Alex too, man.
Yeah.
you got a glow on. You got that glow on today, and looking good.
Love the hair.
Thank
Your
you.
accessories.
Thank you. I did it just
A Nubian queen. You're looking like.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
And her king right next.
And her
Right.
queen. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, man, let's get into it. I know we've tried to get you guys, man, on the couch for some time now,
Yeah.
with your scheduling and then also some other personal things, right, Shailaun? And
Yes.
so, but we're glad you guys are here today, man. And some of the challenges of trying to get you on a couch that might have prevented you guys from getting here, we'll let you kind of get into that. Some of them, I know they were, some of the things that maybe you guys dealt with as a couple in terms of, Shy's sickness, right? How are we doing today with that? Where are we at? How you feeling? Because I know in the beginning, you said that, it was just tough for you to even be here today.
Yeah.
So we are super, super grateful,
mean,
man. And we didn't even know that you was in you even feeling the way that you're feeling, right? But
yeah.
but you're here, man. So
Yeah.
we are so grateful that you kind of braved it out and you came and you kind of hanging out with us today. So
Yes.
how you feeling today? What's going on?
Really, I feel blessed, which is why I'm here. That's why both of us are here tonight. 'Cause I'm like, listen, I'm blessed to be still alive. I'm able to use my limbs. I'm able to think. I can still see. I did have some partial blindness come with the situation, but I can still see. So just my gratitude is why we're still here, why we're here tonight.
And what's that situation? That's it.
And that situation is, well, last year, a little bit, was it last year or year before now?
Not sure.
Last year, okay. I was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. And I'm not a smoker. And we're not like around pollutants, I don't think. So we're really confused about that situation. And I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of in disbelief still. But yeah, it's been a crazy road. Just all the thoughts that come to your mind when someone says you have stage 4 lung cancer, which, if I'm not mistaken, there's only 4. It's the farthest you can go before, death, usually. And that's been very challenging for me to just sit with. Yeah, I see my mind is already going different places, but
Well, let me ask you this,
yeah,
and we'll come back to that.
okay.
How was life before?
Joyful. I was just getting ready to work on my my next album.
Yes, because you are like,
Yes.
I feel like a fan. I feel like we have a celebrity here.
Oh,
Your poetry, your music, you guys have together, all of that. Like,
Yes.
I really feel like we have a celebrity sitting in front of
Yes, absolutely.
So,
yes. Well, you do.
yeah, we do.
We got to step into it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Life was good. Both of us were we have a mutual company too. It's Seven Art Mobile Paint Parties, which hubby spearheads because he's a very talented artist, painter and drawer. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. So the name of the company is called Seven Art, and basically, I've been painting and drawing since I was age like 3 or 4. And once I graduated high school, I did not get a basketball scholarship. So I was playing basketball, high school basketball. We had a new head coach, and a lot of changes happened within our high school. So once I graduated, I was just like, man, I don't know what to do, you know? So I just stopped painting, stopped drawing for 7 years. And so the 7th year, it was a lady named Sanaa Brown here locally, taught me how to paint again. And so since then, I started painting, doing after school programs for inner city youth. It was with Big Thought and Behind Every Door. And so doing that for a few years, and then started Seven Art.
Wow.
Behind Every Door, is that a local organization that has grown? It sounds so familiar.
Is this in Dallas?
Yes, Behind Every Door. We were at a concert one day, all of us, me, you, and Hannah, and they had presented their organization on that. So it's a really big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you played a little ball.
Yeah, I did in high school.
You can tell. So
Were you dunking on fools or what, Seven?
I wasn't really dunking on them. Like, I could dunk, but I wasn't dunking on people like that. Yeah. I was pretty athletic, but yeah, I see some cats, they just, jumping out the gym. I wasn't doing all of that.
Okay.
I was
simply
more of a
posterize somebody.
Nah, I was more of a pretty good shooter, like mid-range shooter.
Gotcha.
Are you sure you weren't dunking? I feel like
I was
seen you
dunking,
do
but
that
not dunking.
we went to high school together, so I was there at least 2 years of your high school career. You were dunking.
I was dunking, but not dunking on people.
Okay.
Yeah, that's two different things.
Different.
Yeah.
Shy, I would have thought like you, but you were dunking.
Yeah.
What's the difference? You were dunking.
Same thing.
Posterizing somebody's.
Yeah, that's another.
I get it.
Yeah.
So business going. So that's how the interest came back into the painting piece, right? And then, so what point did you guys like really run with that as a full blown business?
I would say it was back in like 2016. I got to a point where I was like, you know what, I don't think I'm going to do any more of the after school programming, and I want to just go ahead and start looking for other opportunities. So it was a guy named Kinfolk. His name is Derek Williams. They call him Let's Paint with Kinfolk. He actually put me on and taught me how to run the business and everything. I worked with him for about 3 months, and he's like, hey, what would you like to do? I was like, I think I want to go ahead and start my own business. So he supported me in that, getting everything started, and we're here today, and he just had my love and support all the way through. He's just been here supporting me.
Wow.
And Anita Mays as well. She has the paint party company as well. It's called 88 Lines. So they're both here locally in Dallas, and just really good people.
Yeah.
So Sha, how do you feel about the whole paint business idea?
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm a creator at heart. So y'all are only seeing the singing, but I'm doing all the things. I can paint too. The paintings that are in our house are the ones I created. Giant. Yeah. Yes. People have asked for some paintings, but I just haven't done it yet. I'm just waiting for the time. And it's inspired by him though. I wouldn't have probably even known I could do that until I was hanging out with this guy painting at home. And I'm like, oh, I can paint too. But I love it. Absolutely love it. We have so much fun. Like he mentioned, it's our company. So I've gotten to go out, and the way we do it is we split it up with our strengths. So he's obviously the painter, the drawer. He does all the painting and drawing. And then I'm like hostess, the mostest. So I was like the one who would go out and, hey, everybody, welcome to Seven Art. You are in for a good time, and I'm just,
the move.
That was it. Yeah. So I was emceeing. And also since I have a musical background, I would bring in the music, the playlist, and set the tone and the vibe. Before you know it, we're just in there having a good time, throwing a party.
Yeah.
So I love it.
How is it being two creatives are together, collaborating, mixing things up, the music, the art, the music? How, walk us through that. Two creatives?
Yeah.
So who tries to be, I'm gonna do this. No, you do this. I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
two creatives. How y'all make it work?
Well, I think we both have our own strengths. So like her size is music, mine is art. So I find ways I can support her in her music journey, like as far as setting up her stage or being hands on deck, just whatever she needs when she has shows. So
All the way to like helping me write songs. We just wrote a song last night.
yeah.
And he's just there with me through it all. I can't think of too many songs I've written without him by my side, and I'm still like, hey, what do you think about this? We just work so well together. Oh, see that smile, that genuine smile.
Yes, I
Um,
see.
Yeah, it just works.
We just try to just know what our strengths are, like I mentioned before, and just kind of just stay in that lane, and not
Yeah.
try to overstep. So that's where we really gel with that.
Yeah, because I almost overstepped with the paint party because I was teaching it because I was like, I'm the one who's the hostess and I'm the outspoken one between two because he was kind of shy, I feel like, at first.
I was just chill. I'm more reserved, and shy, she's more,
Right.
Like,
I'll find lots of stuff. Yeah.
And then there was also this point where I had to really push him with education because we started the company. Well, he technically started the company, but I was with him. Okay. But he started it without a like a what would I say, like a solid foundation of education behind the art. Like he was, have you ever, you're talented, but you don't have the education. That's what it was. So I was like, get your education because I was noticing that people were like, oh, well, I don't know if I like painting. So I'm like, hey, you need to go to school for this. Like, you need to really be able to teach these people, the right thing. So anyway, I took the mic and I'm like, let me teach them.
When you say education, like what do you mean? Going back to theory or?
Yeah, theory, techniques, just everything,
Okay.
brushes to use for certain things. It's more to it than just, just a certain brush, like just a brush,
Yeah.
have like 10 different, 12 different brushes or whatever that you can use for different thing, for trees, for leaves, whatever. So,
More to it than just mixing also. Like,
yes.
it's just so much. And I was learning that by just being there, being the ears, being the eyes while he's teaching at first. And I'm like, I want them to know what they're, get what they're seeking when they come here. They're not just looking for a fun time. They really want to go home with the painting. So you got to know what to tell them for real. Don't just tell them how you would do it. Tell them, how education would teach you to do it, like the real technique.
Yeah.
So how has that played in your marriage together or your relationship? Because the way that you're explaining to him to get your education behind the art and, the creative that he is, sometimes art can imitate life, So how has that played in your marriage? You know what I mean? Because you were really good with explaining to him. Are there things or ways that you have had to explain to him about other things like in your marriage? Are you 7? Have you had to do that?
That's a good question.
Maybe something like how do maybe if a lot of times men love respect, right? That's one of the things that they respect me. Women, we love security or whatever it may be. Has there been a moment where you had to teach him or he teach you?
Oh, yeah. Where?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Me first, where I've taught you something. I mean, there was that, but I don't know. What's bigger to me is how he teaches me stuff,
Okay.
which is
Patience. Also.
patience, and we both agree on that. Yes. He's taught me patience. I've had to learn patience. I've had to learn how to be still and be a little calmer, a little quieter.
Okay.
And just take time for yourself too, because
Yes.
as being creatives, both of us are entrepreneurs. We're working all around the clock. We never know like what our hours are going to be every day. So with that being said, just taking that time out for yourself, and
Yeah.
even if it's just an hour or so, just quietness, just to quiet the mind. It's really important. So, I think I've shared that a lot with Shy, but even though at the same time for myself, it's still hard too, because I'm juggling a lot of different hats, especially at, being an entrepreneur as well. You have so many different hats that you working with or whatever, based on, if you have employees, that's one thing, but if you don't, then you have even more. So
Yeah.
that's kind of where we're at. Like we don't really have employees, so we're
Yeah. And each other's employees.
I can see how you guys are different in that space where, Seven, you probably more laid back and chill. Maybe the introvert, right?
Definitely.
Shy extrovert. So does that sometime clash in the marriage and the business part?
I think
Word.
it balances out. Yeah.
Yeah, it works out perfectly.
Yeah.
If you don't want to talk, I will speak up. No worries. You just sit back. I will handle this for you. Yes. And then, if I just, honestly though, even though I can be the extrovert, he's spoken up for me too. There are just times where we just do ebb and flow,
Yeah.
we just look to each other for what is it that we need. And we fill in the blanks.
I'll say just more so just paying attention to each other, just knowing what we need, in any given time. Like right now, Shad might not be feeling as well. So I'm extra on top of it, even if I might be tired, I got to make sure, I step in and make sure she's good too. So, and vice versa, when I'm not feeling well or I'm going through something or whatever, Shad's there to help me get.
Yeah, I mean, this whole thing about like couples, sometimes, it's 50-50 situation, right? And the idea is that, you got to be 50-50 in the relationship. But again, sometimes one of us might not have 50 to give.
Yes.
So the other person might need to take over, right? So if I'm 20, then maybe I'm going to need you to be that 80.
Yeah.
And I'm 20, right? And vice versa. So it's, but I see the similarities in our situation because I'm the extrovert. She's the introvert, right? But I think that balance, it has throughout the years, it was a cool balance, right? And then we kind of balance each other out. I think I pulled her out of that, introvert a little bit, and then vice versa. She's toned me down a little bit, right?
Yes.
So it's been a fine balance for us as well. When you,
Oh, I agree totally.
I love that.
Yeah, I agree totally.
All right.
I know I used to want to be an extrovert because I just thought extroverts had more fun, and just out there, not afraid to voice.
we do though.
opinion.
We do have more.
Oh, yeah.
We do.
Yeah, so I wanted to be an extrovert so bad, and I tried to be, and it didn't feel real. So I had to come back to myself and appreciate myself for being an introvert.
Yes.
Introverts are needed too.
Yes.
For sure.
We are needed. And I actually love being an introvert because I can be alone by myself
Yes.
and be okay.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Which is something I've had to learn
Yeah.
from him. Like he said, taking time for self. I'm like, what do you mean? I need to be around everybody doing all the things and giving all of myself. What do you mean taking time for self? So that's, yeah.
At the end of the day, though, don't you feel so drained now?
Yeah.
Like because it's we live in the it's an energy, right? That's always around. So when you give so much and give so much, and then like we talked about, and then nothing to pour back into you. At the end of the day, you giving so much of yourself, to where now you go home and it's like I am
Empty.
Yeah.
I'm empty, right? And now to kind of just go to sleep and start all over again, and I got rail back up.
Right.
I'm like I'm on go again.
Yeah.
It burns out after.
It can. Yeah.
Burns you out.
Yeah, I can't do that. Like as an introvert, maybe you can relate. Devin, as an introvert, I can't extend myself that much. I would get sick. I'll feel sick. I can't do that.
She didn't even like to be around people like talking
Oh,
about.
I think that's deep.
It was
You're true introvert.
It was real bad.
It was inside.
Yeah. So business is rocking and rolling, right? You're painting it up. You're learning. You got the skills now.
Yes.
Things are moving and growing, right? Things are going well.
Marriage good.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Yeah. How long married now?
4 years.
But baby, I want to claim longer because we've been together.
We've been together for 7 years.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. So
Good.
together as in, so you claiming all the time?
Claiming all the time. I've been married since that was my husband.
Claim it.
Yeah.
There's a such thing as common law marriage.
Yes.
You have that too.
But he was such a gentleman. He was like, he didn't ask for my hand in marriage until, no, we didn't move in together until he did that.
Okay.
You remember that?
Mhm.
Like, ooh, just want to be around each other forever and just like all the time. But like, let me go ahead and put a ring on it. And then we moved in. Then we moved in together. Got our first apartment. Remember that?
Austin.
It's a classic.
Well, let's stay right there. Then. What Seven? What do you love about Shy so much? What made you?
Good
What made you
question.
marry this?
This woman is phenomenal, man. When I talk about like the epitome of like selflessness, but at the same time too, just doing everything to the highest level as possible. She's more concerned about others than she is about herself. Like she's willing to give, she's willing to give her shirt off her back to somebody. You know, she's that type of person, just really loving, caring, uh, huge personality. Just love every aspect of it. You know.
Thank you.
Shy.
Selfless. I think we're looking in the mirror here. I don't know, but same, also very selfless, patient. I don't know. I'm probably not supposed to put this on here, but he is selfless. That was a big thing. Yeah. Also, just doing my everything. She's about to start saying. Yeah, just I love your smile and just the way, like you said about me, would give the shirt off your back. I feel like it's really a mirror reflection.
Yeah.
All the things you say about me, it's just you see yourself in me. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
About it. So sweet.
I love it, man. I love the connection that y'all have. You could tell y'all have a deep connection, man.
Yeah, I'm
You know,
teary-eyed.
looking each other in the eye and being able to, confess your true feelings and being vulnerable in that space. It's a beautiful thing, man. So, I love it. Love what y'all got going on. So,
Angel.
yeah.
That's a big
And
thing.
like she's talking about the mirror reflection, honestly, like I knew we was
I feel like
put us both together for real. Like, cause I'm the jelly to your jam. Or what is it called?
Is that
The peanut butter to your jam. I was like jelly to jam. Yeah, boy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm an artist, so you know the poor thing. I'll leave that up to some. Yeah, so yeah,
I'll take it.
yeah.
I love it, man.
You can be peanut butter and jam.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get back to this. So business is going well.
Yeah.
Things are kicking off. You guys are married in love, and then what happens? I mean, what happens that just kind of like came out of nowhere that just kind of rocked the boat a little bit?
Well, one day I had an ocular migraine. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but it's like, yeah, the migraine. I got these like visuals, just like spots of color, and it kind of blocked out my vision. And we thought that we needed to go get that checked out. And along with like I lost my breath because of the pain from the migraine as well. So they were like, "Hey, we need to check into, your lungs and see what's going on with you." So we went to the emergency room and they did a biopsy. They said it was an emergency, that they needed to do that. And I woke up being told that I have stage 4 lung cancer.
Was that your first time having that ocular headache?
Yes, right?
I
Wasn't it?
think you had one before
Oh.
we actually went to the hospital.
Okay.
But this one was really intense, so we
Right.
really had to go
Yeah.
get that seen about. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I really haven't had those much anymore, but crazy, y'all. Crazy. Yeah. It's just I get stunned in that moment, just thinking about that moment again. To just wake up and then your whole family's around you and they're like crying, boo-hooing, thinking it's the end of the world. And I'm like, oh my God, what? They're like, because you have stage 4 lung cancer, which means, a lot of people feel like means death is near.
Yeah.
Because people usually don't come out of that, I guess. Well, but here I am.
Yeah.
Still here.
And what year was that?
That was last year.
Really?
Last year around my birthday. Yeah, so it's been a little bit over a year because it was July last year,
Like July 15th.
and my birthday's the 28th. So it was happy birthday. You have lung cancer.
And you're not a smoker.
I'm not a smoker. And I feel like it wasn't, it could be pollutants, whatever, but we live in the same place. So if I had it, then why didn't he have it? We eat the same, we drink the same, we breathe the same air. So I'm actually still in disbelief. I don't know that stage 4 lung cancer is truly what I'm experiencing.
Really?
That's just me because
Explain.
so we actually went to we have a holistic doctor and then we have the regular medical doctors who were like from the emergency room and all that stuff. And there are tests that we take. So there's a PET scan for the cancer. They look for cells that are, just abnormal. And that's what would tell them that, hey, she's got cancer. But then on the other side, in the holistic space, there are also scans that are done that they say, well, no, that's not. But I don't even know if I should say that. Gonna hurt me. Somebody gonna come get me. No, I'm kidding. Well, but anyway, God bless my soul. Their scans show that those tumors that we might have thought were there really are like, um, tell me, baby,
Sites.
parasites. Yeah. So basically, and I believe more so in a holistic healthcare before all of this happened. So I've been leaning into that. So really, I think what's helping keep me alive is just the belief that I don't have cancer. My thoughts. I don't have cancer. I was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. That's what I will tell you. I won't say I have because I don't believe that. And I feel like there's power in the tongue, and the words that we speak. So yeah, that's what I mean. So we've been working on parasites and we did find also black mold. I feel like, is that what she said?
She said you've been exposed to.
Yeah. There was mold that was found, which that would make a lot of sense for the whole lung issue and, breathing and stuff like that. So I'm like, well, let's work on it. Let's get it done. Let's get it out. Let's clear. So we've been working on that. But we've been working with both spaces, just to be sure that we're covering all grounds. But things really look the same, but they're just calling it different things.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow.
What are some of those moments, those down moments, if you don't mind sharing? What are you feeling like when you're like on your not so great days?
On my not so great days, I'm just like, God, all I want to do is give the world the gifts that you gave to me. And I see I'm getting teary-eyed right now because that's what I want to do. I want to give what's given to me. If you hear the music that I sing, it's literally about like spreading love and uplifting people and just giving the best of yourself, to the world, because that's what I feel like I'm here to do. And so those days look like tears and just being like, God, if this is it for me and this is all the singing you want me to do, then all right, but I really would like to do some more. I got a whole bunch of songs left, because I've written like probably like 3 albums since this experience actually. And I've got 2 more to release from that. I'm working on one of the 3 now. But yeah, so that just looks like, crying my heart out. But then my hubby comes along and saves the day. And he said, baby, whatever those thoughts are that you're having right now, you can let that go because you're going to be here to do all the things that you feel led to do because, what God has for you is for you. So, yeah, it looks like tears, lots of tears, and me crying like a baby. And then my husband swooping in like Superman, saving the day. So.
Seven, what was you just found out your wife, stage 4
Disbelief.
cancer.
It was disbelief, man. I know when they told us, the whole family was there and everyone was, crying and emotional and stuff. But in my mind, I was just like, nah, doesn't sound right. This is probably the most healthiest person that I know. Shai was vegan for like 10 years, living a holistic lifestyle, just always, working out, just tip top shape. And so I'm just like, this doesn't sound right. This can't be true. And so from there, we did like a lot of research on how could this happen? What can we do to overcome this thing? Before we reached out to a naturopathic doctor. Naturopathic doctor actually helped us. We worked with them for about a couple months or so, and Shai was doing, yeah, she was doing a lot better. Once we started working with them, we had some relationship issues kind of with that person, so we had to go other ways or whatever. But I would say this journey has taught us a lot about ourselves, also to just value life, because in a blink of an eye, that it can be gone. And so
See, tomorrow's not
uh,
promised.
it's not, so it's just really just taught us both. Just really appreciate every moment, regardless of what we're going through. Just try to find the joy in it.
Yeah. And I don't know if y'all have followed my journey on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, but since July last year, if you look at my social media, I've been swimming and trying to do everything I can to like put out all the good energy as possible, and just live my dreams, because I'm like, if this is it, then let me just give all that I have, you know. But yeah, that was a crazy realization to think like this could be it. I mean, it still is, right? Because although I don't believe deeply that it's cancer that I have, stage 4 lung cancer, it's something, you know, and I could be wrong. I'm not going to say that I know everything, and it could be near end, because they say with stage 4 lung cancer, like 5 years, I think, average is life or whatever. But people have lived longer, and some people have lived shorter. Some people go on to be old and have children, and they die of old age. But who knows, So this has really taught me, like you said, to cherish life, my life, others' lives more than anything. And
Relationships.
relationships. And what people probably have no idea was even a thought inside of me was that I've realized how loved I am.
But did you not feel that before?
Mhm. No, the extrovert thing, we give, 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 give. We're looking for it. Like, where do I get something? Is there something for me? And so because of this situation with other people believing also or thinking also that, hey, this is the end of time for her, they want to give me all the love they can give. Family members, friends, everyone wants to throw an event. Everyone wants to get me on the show or do this and that. And I'm like, oh, okay. So y'all really want to make sure you remember me or have some connection to me. It just opened my eyes though to see that even beyond like people wanting to do things with me, um, I just got so much love poured into me that I didn't realize I had. Um, I didn't know I had all that many people, that loved me. Fans out of nowhere. I don't even know their names, but they know mine and reached out. Oh my God, I hope everything's well. Thinking about you, praying for you. Any way we can do anything, let us know. That's been great because I was looking for all that stuff before. Like, is anybody ever gonna do something for me? I won't ask, but I was kind of thinking, like, is that something I should be expecting in return? Or is this just how it works with extroverts? Or not, I'm not extroverts, but, people that have a lot to give. We just give a whole bunch and maybe we might not have anything in return. And like Christian religion will tell you, maybe we shouldn't expect anything in return.
Yeah.
This episode of Couples Connect is sponsored by Just Like You Hair Care System. Introducing Just Like You Hair Care, the perfect solution for healthy, growing, moisturized hair. Our hair growth oil is enriched with essential oils like calendula, lavender, rose petals, also enriched with nourishing jojoba oil, promoting growth, reducing breakage, and restoring scalp health. Follow with our moisturizing leave-in cream to lock in hydration for smooth, manageable hair all day long. So you get to feel confident with thicker, stronger, and deeply moisturized hair. Our products are made with all natural ingredients and is designed for women or anyone who want a holistic approach to hair wellness. Shop today and experience the transformation. Just like you hair care, your hair, your confidence, and your journey. The link is in the show notes. Now back to the episode.
Talking about Christian religion, when you got that diagnosis, do you believe in a higher power?
I do.
Like God? Was there ever a moment where you felt he failed you?
Mm.
Or were you mad with him?
What's crazy? It's probably a weird, um, almost like a fetish. I don't know if it's a fetish. Is it a fetish? No.
Yeah.
But I've almost felt like I've looked forward to my death being a big thing or something, you know. Um, it's such a weird thing to say, but like you see all the celebrities and like your favorite celebrities, my favorite celebrities at least, passed away, and it's just been this big thing. They have this big story behind it, and it's just big way that they pass. And so I always thought that it was going to be something big. And so I was like, well, God, this is it. I guess this is it. And I was kind of like, all right, let me get, prepared for my big moment. I'm going out big like this, cancer. It's got to be dramatic. And so I've kind of seen it differently than most people might. They might not see it as like such an extravagant event. I almost have seen it in such a way that is almost, something to look forward to. But do you know what I mean? Like if this is it, I don't know. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Am I wording it right?
Yeah, just basically like if this is what it comes down to, like today is my last day.
Well, yeah.
Like I'm going to be remembered.
That's gonna be remembered type thing. Yeah. And I think that came with, the whole extrovert thing. Like, is anybody gonna do anything for me? I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess it's gonna be, this is it. Well, at least I've done all the things I need to do. I released my album, spread love, changed a whole lot of lives, I'm giving a whole bunch of hugs and lifted a lot of people up, changed people's, outcomes and whatever. So
I can tell you this.
so how big?
You are making me look at that a whole different way.
Really?
Yeah, because you're sitting here so courageous, the way that you're talking about that and how, you expected it to be or expect it to be. And you're smiling with it.
Yeah.
Strange. Usually people are like just all over the place. And I'm sure you've had your time, your moments where you just cry.
But those moments weren't because, oh, I'm gonna die. They were, oh, well, what about the people I'm gonna serve? They're not gonna have anybody like me to do that thing. My crying would be, what about the children who are gonna miss out on the message that I have to share? What about the young people who aren't gonna be told, don't do drugs, through music, because music is such a powerful way to send messages these days. I wanted to be the change. I want to be the difference. So I'm like, well, who's gonna do that if I'm not here? And that's where I cry more so than like, oh, I'm gonna die. Like you said, selfless. Like I know that I am. I'm not here for me. I'm here for y'all.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That is amazing.
yeah. So
Where do you, besides your family, your fans, God, right, all those things that you know that's there for you, and you feel that love from them now, is there anything besides them that you pull from just for your mental, to be able to go through this and still be positive?
there's just something inside of me that I don't know. It's the gift that where the music comes from, wherever that comes from, there's a little voice. And it must be God. I'm assuming that's God, the creator. That's always there. That has all those lyrics that's telling me, because those songs are really like, to me, somebody sing them to me and then I sing them to you guys. So that voice for me is what's keeping me going more than anything. Yeah, and they become songs that I can sing, and they're just playing on my head rent free. And I'm like, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right, child. Come and take a ride with me. And that was given. Okay, thank you. It's like that's daddy's song to me. All right, I'm gonna be all right. That gets me.
It must help you to see that she stays positive. It must help you to get through this journey with her. Are there other ways, other things that you do to help you get through this with her?
I would say we try to laugh as much as we can.
Oh yeah.
So we might watch some comedy movies or go get to a comedy show. Just get out the house, sometimes being in the house a lot, due to the situation that we have to rest a lot, Shy has to rest. So getting out the house, like we went to a Mavericks game last night. We had a really good time, the experience basically was that we had some pretty good seats where we were at,
Mm-hmm.
and brother-in-law, he was able to get us an upgrade, so we were like almost
On the
court
floor.
side, almost, so never been that close, and we had a really good time. You could feel the energy in there in the stadium, so just things like that, just trying to get out the house and just trying to do as much as we can to just stay positive, because sometimes, we have thoughts, we have negative thoughts, I'm not gonna lie up here and say, that we don't, but it's when you have those thoughts, what you do with, just you gonna let them pass or you gonna dwell on them. So we just let them pass. I tell her, if she's crying about something or feel sad about something, or even myself, I try not to let her see what I'm going through, because I know she's going through,
A lot
a
more.
lot more. Yeah. So I try to stay strong for both of us, but at the same time, I make sure that I try to take care of myself too, through all of this.
Um, you you said that before all of this, you were vegan, doing all the right things. Um, and most people think that when you go vegan, you doing all the right things, that nothing like this could ever happen to you, right? But it did happen. Um, but what what I absolutely love, is that you did not take that diagnosis and just laid in the bed with it. Like, you was like, mm-mm, I need, I need to do other things. I need other
Yes.
resources. So you went to a holistic doctor. I love that, because a lot of times, I think more people are doing that now, but a lot of people I've seen just really rely on chemotherapy
Mm.
and that kind of stuff, and not really, they give up on life, right? And I love the fact that you have done that. You guys have went a whole nother way with it.
I have to admit, the medical industry did give me, what is it, a targeted chemotherapy pill that they said it would go directly to the source of cancer and eat away at it little by little, the tumors. So we did accept a therapy pill, chemotherapy pill. They wanted me to take 4 a day. And then I was off and on too. I was like, I don't want to do it. Nope, nope, I'm done. Mm-mm. Does it have me constipated? Mm-hmm. Like, no, I got the boo. I got to be able to go to the restroom. That's a part of how we stay healthy, And so I would drop it and I would pick it up, drop it, pick it up. And so right now I haven't taken it. And
You haven't taken any of the chemotherapy
I have, but I haven't been lately.
lately, because you're dependent on your holistic
More so.
more so than anything.
Yes. And I mean, we're still kind of like being careful by making sure the scans look good on both sides, you know? So if the scans were to change in one of them, things I might do things different. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just based on how I feel.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you for your vulnerability with that. Thank you for being transparent and sharing.
Sure.
I'm sure it's going to help somebody who listens. In many ways, sometimes myself, I feel even guilty that I have these negative thoughts about my life and about how, it's not going the way that I want it to go. And, I'm frustrated and I'm mad and all that. But I, at the same time, I haven't had a diagnosis, right? And I could wake up the next day and take care of my frustration and all that kind of stuff. But it's just making me realize that life is short, life is grand, and we should live it to the best of our ability
Yes.
every single day.
Yes.
Loving the people that we have in our lives and them allowing them to love us.
Yes. Yep.
So this is really giving me a different perspective on life.
I'm so glad. That's what I live to hear.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
It's crazy, man, because even though you were doing all the right things, right? Statistically, eat healthy, doing all the right things in terms of health wise, being more health conscious, the way you live your life, and then to still get a diagnosis. Not stage 1, not stage 2, but all the way, what I'm saying,
The last stage.
right?
Yeah.
It's crazy how you can go to sleep one day, being a certain way, and then wake up the next day and your life is completely changed, you know what I'm saying, forever. And it's just crazy because, like they say, no one knows the day or the hour, right, that you're gonna be called home. And your fight right now, man, is it's amazing because I even though I see your journey a little bit on social media, um, and I see sometimes even through your journey on social media, I see the fight. I see the fight, even sometimes if you're in a hospital, I see sometimes when you're trying to sing and going through, even while you're through your pain, right? I see that, man. So I just commend you so much on not giving up and having the mindset, that's really propelling you to continue to stay positive in the whole situation, to continue to fight and continue not just to resort to, like Tanya said, chemo and just one source, but tapping into that holistic source, right? And then seven, man, being there for your girl, man, and fighting for, and I just know you're a stand-up guy, and I could just see that your love for her overflows, and I know that you just got her back, and you're covering her the way that she needs to be covered during this time. So I just commend both of you guys, man, because it's, that whole piece about through sickness and health of the marriage vows, that's
Yeah.
that's 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 for both of you. That's not just for one.
And it's real.
It's real, right? If one go through it, we both go through it, right? So it's a real thing, man, that you guys are experiencing right now. And I just um, pray for you guys, man. We're going to continue to pray for you guys through this because we just know the power of prayer, man, and we want to join you guys in this fight, in the way that we fight this physical world. It's with our spiritual warfare. It's a spiritual warfare, right? And we got to fight it with our spiritual tools, and that's prayer. Praying to God and asking, for healing, in your body. So anyway, but
Yeah.
I just commend you guys on that, man. It's I can only imagine. I can only imagine.
That's all I would want you to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Just imagine and then let it go.
Yeah.
for sure, for sure.
And let's be real here. A lot of men don't stick around. So I want to congratulate you too for sticking by your bride and going through this process with her. I've heard, and I'm a researcher and I read a lot too. And some men just don't stick around because they can't. They feel like they just can't do it. So kudos to you for sticking around with your beautiful bride.
Thank God, honestly. I mean, we had a moment, where it was really challenging.
Yeah.
I would say a couple months after the diagnosis, I was just kind of like, God, like I don't know if I could do this, and I'm crying on my face and just like help me with this because I don't know what to do. This is the first time dealing with a loved one that's going through something like this, so it was very challenging. But God got me through. We're still here, So.
See, also, the secret. My husband has always been like a caretaker, a caregiver type of. He's always had that energy before this. So when this happened, honestly, I know you struggled, but you didn't struggle in front of me. I didn't see it. But I just knew I was covered. I was like, well, I got a caregiver as a husband. Naturally, that's just the energy he puts out. Just always there to help people, children, elderly, whatever. So I just knew I was taken care of. Which I'm glad I was right.
Yeah.
That you're gonna be here. You're still here for me. All right.
Well, switching gears.
Yeah, man. So in the marriage, y'all been, married for some time, and y'all um doing life together, and despite of everything else, right? It's still a marriage that's still, a major thing that you guys are locked in together and still wanting to work and flourish and really like try to just give some normalcy to the marriage as opposed to, what I'm saying, instead of focusing so much on what you're going through.
Right.
In that normalcy of things, of trying to just be live a normal married life in that space, right? How are you guys moving forward, like with plans of your marriage? You know, what does that look like? Do you have plans for the future?
Yes.
I totally agree. I think that you should.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna just in 5 years, 10 years, right?
Yes.
You know, once again, that's speaking it, right? Thinking it and lock that thing in that subconscious mind. So it's like it's a
Yes.
right? So how do you guys move forward, like with your future, just mentally?
Like you said, we're speaking it. We're doing the thing.
Visualizing it.
Yeah. We're planning things. We got things coming up.
Yep.
Yep.
You know,
We're going on a cruise in like 2 months.
yeah, just like, as far as like
Gotta live.
when you visualizing things, just that joy of having it, like what that is, So we've been doing that a lot as far as manifesting and what it is that we're speaking coming to fruition. So yeah, we have cruise like she mentioned coming up. Just trying to get out the house as much as possible now,
Yeah.
but at the same time, just trying to find that balance too, where we're resting, but for the most part, just trying to enjoy life as much as we can.
Yes, we're doing that. And our family's helping
Yeah.
because that's who planned the cruise.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say my big sister, more than anything, has really been
Yes.
pushing for us to do fun things as much as possible. So she's been creating these events. Like I think for Christmas, since we're going on the cruise, she's gonna have us do a her name is Shawana Antoine, by the way. Plug. Yes. My favorite big sister. My only big sister. Yeah, we're gonna do like a little Christmas party at the house. We're all gonna dress up in different Grinch pajamas. So each couple will have Grinch clothes of their own little Grinch clothes matching. So yeah, things like that and like little family get-togethers. Family's planning a lot of stuff, especially sister. But we are too. Like we went to the Mavericks game last night. That was fun. That was your thing. And I'm like, hey babe, let's do something. I'll send him some little events that I might see on Facebook if I'm scrolling someday. I'm like, babe, let's do that. Let's do that. But yeah, we just try to live by just acting like this thing ain't even really here.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
It was a show like what that I don't know what the name of that show was. It was Queen Latifah movie. Y'all might have seen it. I don't know. It was
Oh
an
yeah.
old movie where she thought she was about to die,
Mm-hmm.
and she
Spent all
started,
our money.
yeah, she lived her best life.
Yeah.
She started living like if I'm gonna die, I'm going out with a bang. She started having fun, living life, and this and that, and then
Yes.
later on, she found out she wasn't even about to.
Yes.
But her life changed completely,
Right.
right?
Because of that.
Because of the thought that I'm about to die,
Mm-hmm.
and then she realized like I should be living like this.
Yeah.
Period.
You know,
That's it.
my best life,
Yes.
right?
Yes, that's crazy now that you say that. Like, we have every day we wake up, and we're not promised, but we are just so blessed to wake up and live our lives to the fullest, and we don't.
Mm.
We wait until something tragic happens or we get a tragic diagnosis that we want to live our life, and that's so backward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right when you feel like you're about to die, now you want to live,
Right.
right?
Mm.
It's crazy,
Right.
right? And we
Yep.
should be waking up, living every day,
Yeah.
right?
Love.
As if there's no tomorrow. So that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But keep on living, man.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing, man. Because
Yep.
yeah, and I absolutely love it, man. So tell me this. Tell me a little about your passion, your music. I mean, let's talk
Tell you
about
a little bit.
Just real.
That's not enough.
I know, right? But based on time, but I definitely want to put that out there to the world. You know what I'm saying? I want you started, I'm pretty sure at a young age.
Yes.
And you're still doing it now. It's something that God has put in you,
Definitely.
right? And that you continue to want to just kind of share with the world. What's that whole music, life for you? What is that like right now?
It's kind of changed a little bit because because of this. Oh, did I just knock my knee? Well, that's a sign. Whatever you're gonna say it right. It kind of changed a little bit because there have been times where I've been feeling well, so I hadn't got to do the concerts like I wanted to. I had to cancel some things. People have reached out, asked for me to do shows, and I've had to say no. But I don't stop because my inspiration is deep. So I've still been writing songs. Like I said, I wrote a song last night after the basketball game at the stadium. Listen, I don't stop. Can't help myself. And you know what? Let me just let you inside of my mind with that, why I wrote the song. So we're at the game, and what's that song? There was a song that was playing that was just like, "Oh, I love it," and it's just like crunk, and we're just like getting it. We're like really excited because the Mavericks won, yay!
Yay.
But as she was saying, "I ran myself into a bridge," I was like, "Wait, what?"
Mm.
It was very negative about her feeling suicidal because of a breakup, and here is the whole stadium fist pumping
Hey,
to this song. A lot of them don't even know what it's saying, but it's going into their minds. Some of them do know what it's saying, but don't understand it and are repeating it anyway. So I said, you know what, babe? I need to write a song. I need to write a song with all this energy. And so I did. I thought, let's write a song. Let's find an EDM or house beat that's just got all this energy behind it. And let's write to it. And let's talk about something positive. Just whatever, and let's hope, let's put it on something, try to get it on a commercial or something, and get it huge. So this is what they'll be pumping at the Maverick Stadium next time we go. Maybe not next time, but in the future.
Right.
And so that's what life looks like for me. Every moment of inspiration I take advantage of. And my inspiration is you guys. I think about y'all and y'all kids and y'all grandkids. I'm like, what song, because music is so powerful. What is tomorrow's music looking like, when people are sitting down at the laundromat, or I don't know if that's a thing really much today, but the grocery store, walking to the store, or shopping, or at the game, at the spa. What's going into our minds? I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that. I want to, because I listen, I'm very, I don't know, I'm just an audiophile or something, but my ears are just so open to music. And I'm just like, he's saying, because I feel like when the music is so powerful and I feel it with so much energy, I'm like, this person's trying to tell me something. I gotta know. So I listen to those words really deeply and it impacts me. So I'm like, well, if it's doing that to me, then what's it doing to other people? So yeah, so I'm still writing music every opportunity I get. That song was called, what's the song called? Watch Me or something like that.
Work for me.
Word. Yeah. And it's just about loving yourself, who you are, and just being confident in and that's cool, let that be cool instead of driving yourself into a bridge.
Love a good song like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So there's
where
that.
where can people find your music?
People can find my music everywhere. Spotify, Apple, YouTube, Deezer. I don't even know if y'all are familiar with that. But you can literally type my name in Google or type it in on, your favorite music platform, SHAILAUN, and you'll find me there.
Awesome.
But yeah, so that's what life looks like right now, is just I'm writing a lot of music. I'm slowly getting back to performing, very slowly though, because I want to make sure that my vocals or that my lungs really are okay because I've been doing a lot of talking tonight and I haven't been out of breath, which is great. I got to make sure that I can do that consistently, for an hour, performing a song and be doing all this for a long time and holding the notes, and not losing my breath or getting a headache because of lack of oxygen. So I've just been focused on, deep breathing and just preparing myself. So doing, more lung and vocal exercising, breathing exercising as I prepare to go get back into the music. I don't plan to stop until I can't. You'd have to kill me. Don't do it. Don't kill me because I'm good for you.
Yes.
I'm good for you. I'm your
Okay.
apples and oranges. Mm-hmm.
Did they give you a stage
For
stage 4, but did they give you a time? Like
they didn't. No, they kind of let us go into that ourselves. Yeah. So just Googling it will tell you, 5 years.
yeah.
But I've known people, there's someone I can call on the phone right now who had stage 4 lung cancer, no longer has it. Living. And it's been living. So I'm very hopeful.
Yes.
I'm very hopeful. Yeah.
As we get ready to close it up, man, I would love for each one of you guys to speak to anyone who might be going through something similar, right? What kind of encouragement give them, to keep fighting, to keep going? And I'm pretty sure both of you guys have a different perspective on it, being that one that's actually living it, going through it,
Yeah.
one who's caregiving for one who's going through it. What would that look like from the wife and the husband's perspective?
I would say that you are loved. You are loved. I think we're going through certain situations. We wonder, like, why me? And we don't know what other people are going through, but at the same time, just know that you are loved and you are not forgotten about, because sometimes I feel like we're just in this thing by ourselves, And I would say that just make sure that you're taking proper time out for yourself, Give yourself some grace. Don't be so hard on yourself, because, you matter, because regardless of what's going on, you got to make sure that you're fine. You're okay first before anything else, any kind of business, bills, anything, you matter. So I would say just take that time out for yourself. Make sure that you're okay more than anything.
Yeah. I would say allow yourself to be loved. Allow yourself to be loved. Because maybe I wasn't allowing myself to be loved before. That, and it's a song lyric, but love who you are and where you are right now, because tomorrow's not promised. And live your dreams. Live your dreams. Do all the things like as if you were going to die tomorrow. And I think, I'm blessed to have this outlook on death as a positive thing, because I've already lived my life as if there's no tomorrow. I started living my dreams way back when, because this isn't the first time I faced it. It's not the first time. Many times. So this is like another one. And this one's not even as bad as the ones before. So live your dreams. Do all the things that you want to do now. Don't wait till there's some moment that makes you have to change the way you live your life and wish you could do all the things and try then, and because maybe it'd be losing a limb for you. You wouldn't be able to run that marathon then. So run the marathon now. Maybe it'd be losing your lung capacity. I did all my singing, so if I wasn't able to sing anymore, I'd be okay with that. It'd be kind of sad, but I'd be like, well, I got a lot to listen to, and I'll just be so happy. But sing that song now. Make that album now. Paint that painting now. Don't wait.
So good. Great advice, man. So, again, thank you guys so much
Thank you.
for being a part of Couples Connect tonight, man, because it's been, because I think the topic was different than what we kind of got into.
Okay.
But, we said we were just going to go with the flow of the conversation anyway. And we started to talk about, you guys' testimony, man, about what you guys are going through and how you're going through it and dealing with it. So we appreciate you guys so much, man, for the vulnerability, the transparency, and just allowing us to be a part of your story, part of your journey.
Thank you.
And like I mentioned, we will continue to pray for you guys,
Please.
and lift you guys up, man, and pray for healing, right? So we just appreciate you guys, man. And love you so much. So
thank you too for allowing us to share our story with.
absolutely,
Hopefully it inspires them to do something great.
absolutely. So as we close, I'm going to ask you to tap into that passion of yours, and just sing us out as we close out this episode of Couples. Whatever is on your heart.
Should have brought a guitar so I can have a little vibe going.
Yeah, I know, right? I know we should have.
Oh,
That's okay. You can do your thing. Just whatever you're feeling, just for a few seconds, and we're gonna close it out to your voice.
May the sun shine upon you, touch and remind you to love who you are now. May the winds carry love to where it is that you dwell and lift you now, right now. Oh.
Help us connect. We out. Hey.
Bye.